I hosted a Shabbat brunch yesterday, and it went into this really long conversation about are people who have long nails.
Oh, long nails.
Always
Pillow
princesses.
And somebody at the party reframed it to be like, instead of saying they're pillow princesses, maybe they're with people that are stone tops.
Right.
So there's like a level of agency.
Mm-hmm. Well, because my good friend Gloria Alexander, shout out, has these really long nails and this beautiful joke where she's like, being a queer person is like, right now is like applying to an entry-level job, but you need 1 to 3 years of experience.
Yes. Isn't that great?
This is a Heeb Media podcast.
Hello, welcome to Yenta, the podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip. On the pod today, well, first of all, I'm Ray Schiller.
I'm Antonia Lissar. We're both stand-up comedians, Jews, and like the hottest people on the internet.
I was going to say that.
Really?
That's crazy.
I was going to say that.
And today on the podcast, we have the actual hottest person on the internet. Famous Yenta, Melissa Weisz.
Hey! Melissa is one half of the world famous Orthodox, which is a...
Well, 1/4.
1/4. I guess
Yeah.
we are all the Orthodox.
Yeah.
And so we're really just missing one Orthodox, Leah Forster, who can't be here.
Shout out.
But the Orthodox are, what are we? It's 3 out of 4 of us are
Formally Orthodox.
formally Orthodox.
And
Or Orthodox affiliated.
Orthodox affiliated.
And
Yes.
queer, and then you have one sort of reform exchange student. That's me.
Yeah, you're a
It is. It's
diversity.
like a
Yeah,
foreign
I'm your
exchange
diversity
student.
hire.
I love it.
And we learn Torah from a queer, non-binary, radical lens.
That's exactly
That's what
we
I do.
Yeah.
Plus Orthodox lens.
Exactly.
And
Plus gossip.
Plus gossip. And Melissa, if you guys don't know, has been on the pod multiple times. Really good friend of the Yenta pod.
Yeah.
OG Yenta pod.
Just the Yenta.
Just a
Yenta.
really good Yenta.
Pure Yenta. And also, if you haven't caught her many appearances, Melissa is a writer, an actor, you do it all. But I think writing and acting is really where you...
Producing as
And
well.
producing is what you focus on.
Yeah.
And you
And Yenting.
And Yenting.
Yeah.
And has also been on HBO, Hulu, Netflix.
The things.
Is like
things.
an actual famous person
famous.
that we have on
that
the pod.
you don't know.
You don't know her because she's so famous. That's how it works.
Well, she has actual famous credits.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is big.
And so we thought it would be fun to start with a life update since you were last on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time
Right,
you were
when
on the
was it?
pod?
It was last summer before I got the concussion.
Yes, right. You guys
Yeah,
took
well,
a
we did
break.
we did right.
Or right when I got the concussion.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I think we did an actual Orthodox thing while you were recovering, I think.
At-
on Zoom, right?
we did QI.
Oh, we did QI.
We were all part of something
right.
called Queer Kite Incubator, which is like a
Right.
fellowship for queer Jewish writers.
Yes.
And
Which
so
has a
we-
new website.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it
they
does.
just launched.
Queerkite.org.
Yes.
Honestly,
Rolls off the
great
tongue.
URL.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
If, listener, that's queer, KEIT.org.
That's good clarifying,
It's
actually.
very confusing.
It's very
I always feel
confusing.
like queer KITE.
Right, kite.
Kite.
Right.
When you say like Yiddish kite, do you spell it KIT?
No.
KEIT.
Well, I know, but
You
someone
know.
who doesn't know Yiddish, which
Yes.
is, surprisingly majority of the people
Yeah.
in the world.
Surprisingly. And it's just to explain that
Yeah.
it's like kite means like culture. So like Yiddish kite
Yeah.
would mean Jewish
Jewish culture.
culture. And so this name means queer kite, queer culture. It's like a
Yes.
cute Jewish
A Yiddishized version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
the last time, but we didn't really
Yeah.
get a really life update from you
Right.
there.
So in the last year or
Yeah.
so.
Start with your love life.
My love.
Or fine, start with your producer life.
Right. We
Artist
care about
life.
your career as
My
well.
career.
I don't care.
Allegedly.
I'm trying to warm you into
we want,
it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want the juice.
Oh, I don't know. It's such a broad question for something my brain is not doing the thing. It's not doing the thing.
Well, here's my
Ask
question.
me questions.
You're dating a new person.
Yeah, so I'm kind of dating, ish people, but then I'm dating this new person. You're asking a question.
Yes.
And tell us about
the new
them.
person.
They're really sweet. Like
How did you meet?
on a dating app for like a year or so ago, and we've kind of been circling each other, and then we were friends on social media, but we didn't meet. And then they're with they have a boyfriend that they're going to get married to.
You didn't tell me that part.
Oh, that's a fun twist.
And I felt a little bit like, I'm not sure. Because I was like, do I want to be poly still? And then I was just like, I like this person. I don't know. So we're slowly dating, and they're like a little bit of a baby gay.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of comfortable being out and stuff, but they don't have like experience really. And
Yeah.
and that's not normally my thing. Yesterday at your party, some people were like, oh, people love being somebody's first.
Yeah.
And that is not my thing.
I hosted a Shabbat brunch yesterday, and it went into this really long conversation about, as you do at all Shabbat brunches,
Obviously.
are people who have long nails.
Long nails.
Always
Pillow
pillow
princesses.
princesses.
I like the
and-
reframing.
Yeah. Well, because my good friend Gloria Alexander, shout out, has these really long nails, and this beautiful joke where she's like, being a queer person is like, right now is like applying to an entry-level job, but you need 1 to 3 years of experience.
Yes. Isn't that great? It's a good joke.
That's
It's
great.
so good.
Good joke.
And she's kind of like dipping her toe, like she doesn't, so and she has these beautiful long nails. She's like, I can't be gay because I have
people
these
are gonna
long
comment,
nails.
they're gonna be
People are
mean to
gonna
me.
comment. I can't go to a queer party because people are gonna be like, you're not gay because you have these long nails. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and then Anna Goodman, shout out, was just like, no, people really like being a babe, like taking a baby gay's virginity. And I was,
Oh.
well, I'm saying it way more aggressively than she said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Anna
She's
Goodman's
not like
been on
that
the
at
pod,
all.
and if you've heard
Yeah,
her,
she's sweet.
She's great.
incredibly sweet.
In my head, I was like, you dirty, dirty girl. You just want to go around and take all these baby gays' virginity.
Yeah. And then we were talking about the long nails, and somebody, because I was just like, she also has long nails, and she had asked me that actually, are all the people that have because she's like, I've seen some lesbians that have long nails. Does that mean they're pillow princesses? And somebody at the party reframed it to be like, instead of saying they're pillow princesses, maybe they're with people that are stone tops.
Right.
So there's like a level of agency. And then somebody else actually described like being with someone that had long nails and being like, it could work and it can be actually okay. Meaning they're not pillow princesses and it actually works.
Like you
So
can
I needed-
actually enter someone.
Right.
What?
Yes.
long nails.
That's
without a toy, because I'm
No,
thinking
no,
with
with
the
a
na-
toy
no, with
you
the-
can.
with the nails.
She said
with the nails.
I
I was a little scared. I was just like, how does that work?
How does that work?
She and listener, the
Showed
nails
us.
were probably like at least an inch.
Yeah, like it's long.
like fake nails,
Yes.
an inch. And she said that she's had people enter her with nails that long.
And she also didn't know how I know. So that was my question because it was, yes, I know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I was also honestly shocked. But maybe it's a thing. Listener, right in.
I don't feel like I'm a straight line.
No one is a straight line.
Well, she's like, you have
And
to be
then we
really.
used her as a hand model. We used your friend Gloria as a hand model, being like, she's like doing her nails.
Yeah.
And apparently they were explaining that the nails bend with the fingers also, right? So it's not like it's straight line. The nails bend. Okay. It's a little
Yeah,
graphic.
but oh my god.
So we were having that kind of conversation of
I
being
would
like,
trust
what is
someone.
that?
I would trust someone if they were like a surgeon. You know what I mean? Like if they had trained like fine detail and they knew anatomy.
surgeons
and they
allowed
like
to have long
you know what I
nails.
mean? No.
Not even allowed to have long nails. Anyway, so these are the things that we're thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is your baby gay? How long are her nails?
longer than Gloria. It's like long nails.
No way.
And like rounder.
Oh.
Rounder's better. Okay, wait.
So are you a
Why
stone
have-
top with her?
I'm not a stone
have
top.
you
I know.
have you hooked up with her?
We're taking it very slow, and that these are some of the reservations that I have of being like, I am not a stone top. Don't want to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am I'm good being a top.
Yeah.
Not a stone top. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
already like
You're too fluid to be
I'm too
binary
yes,
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's what she wants either. It's not that you know what I mean. It's not like that dynamic that. But one of the silly things, not silly, but like I was worried about is like, you got those nails. I don't know how this works.
Right. Well, okay. I feel like I'm missing something because like, why doesn't she just file two of them down?
She can. She said like I think it'll be fine.
Because she doesn't want to ruin
But I'm just
the
saying
look.
there's certain things in my brain that stop me from certain activities.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just like, why didn't we just like file them down to begin with?
This is what I
Because
think.
like that feels, and it feels like it
to
can
me
be
very
part of the look.
Yeah, right. Well, apparently that's another thing
It's
that
a-
came
and
up
it's
at
a
the
look.
party. That
And-
two people have those two fingers. That,
Yes. And there's a salon in like Silver Lake that like advertises like they call it like the Bowling Manicure.
That's so funny.
They call it
That's
the bowl,
so
not the
funny.
fingering, the bowling.
The bowling.
Oh, that's good.
That's so
It's
funny.
such a badass way to signal that you fuck.
Yes. I love it. I think it looks so hot.
Even if you don't actually fuck, just get that
Wow.
manicure, and everyone will
Be like,
think,
wow, look at you.
yeah.
Okay, but I was actually thinking about this a lot yesterday because I saw the Bowling Manicure thing and they were always doing middle fourth. And I was like, yes, I would do middle fourth too.
No,
But then I
that's
was thinking a
wrong.
lot of people would do
I would do-
index third.
Yes.
I would do
three,
middle four.
But also, like, you need
Yeah, three.
How about like the?
Three is better.
Yeah.
No.
How about all of them? Just cut your damn nails.
I know.
Melissa hates long nails.
No,
Cut your nails.
it's weird because I am attracted to queer people.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not very attracted to heteronormative
Yes,
kind of thing.
Me too.
And I think that in my brain, something happens that is just like, oh, it's not sexual. Like my brain, but there is a sexual element, of course, with this person. But there's something that happens to me. And now I'm just like, oh my God, if she sees this, it'll be bad. Like, don't watch.
No. We're giving her
We
ideas.
love her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a pitch for that I think a company should make, which is like silicone tips.
Like removable.
For fingers.
Yes, removable. Like they make them
Like condoms for your fingers.
yeah, but not condom material. Like they make them like for guys to jerk off. Have you ever seen like those eggs?
Oh, like a shit,
like-
Or they
not
put
an
over and
egg,
it's like a,
Yes, you know what I mean.
I've heard
and
of
so it's
it.
like a thick silicone, but
fleshlight?
it's like very but like similar material, like a thick silicone that like the nails are not gonna pierce through
Right,
at all,
right.
And but it's like really tight so that you like have full control, and it just like goes over your finger. Isn't that a good idea?
That is a good
business,
idea.
lesbian business.
I just,
Lesbians.
That part's a good idea. My whole thing with those kinds of stuff, and I remember a friend of mine also talking about like a tongue guard thing that some lesbians use apparently for
like
what?
a dental dam?
like a dental dam.
Oh.
Is it a dental dam or is it something
I
else?
think it was a dental dam.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I think it's very not sexy. Like
Yeah.
it's not a cool
Yeah.
thing to say because we have to have safe sex, and yes, and also
It's not.
to stop and like put something on. I mean, I know people do that with men. You put on a condom, but I'm just like,
it's
Or
become
just-
a part of condoms
Have
for
become a part of
penises
it,
is part
right.
of the culture.
and now
It's-
to like stop and be
but
like, put this
dental
on your
dams
finger.
are so not part of the culture.
No. And so I wonder if finger,
But like I think
Condoms,
that's
yeah.
for I like
it's only specifically.
it's different because it's just for people who want to keep their long.
You know what?
nails,
I think you should.
right?
It's a good business.
Because it's not disease prevention, which is like
No, it's
which
not.
is like not
Oh,
sexy.
that's- yeah.
As sad as that is.
No, that's
and it
true.
should be sexy. And we're saying it should
It
be
is.
sexy.
Yes. Yes.
And
But-
you can make it sexy. You could paint a nice nail on
You really need the nail.
Well, because like how like I feel like there is that moment when you're like putting on a strap also
Exactly.
that like you kind of have to stop.
That's true.
And like
That's
put
true.
something on, and that could be done really sexy.
could be
Speaking
done
of,
sexy.
we've
And it
had that
could.
discussion on the pod before. It's like
with Mari.
is putting on a strap sexy or awkward?
Yeah,
Both can be.
I think it
Either
could be.
one.
I think it depends.
I think it's like every part of sex is either sexy,
Sexy
or
or
awkward,
awkward.
depending on the person
Oh,
who's
that's
doing
Well,
it.
this is
That's
my
so
pitch
true.
for a double-sided dildo, which I think is easier to put on and more sexy than like a full-on harness.
How is a double?
but
okay.
hard to hold in.
No, you don't have to hold it in because it stays in.
I don't know. Like
Wait.
I,
Wait.
I push everything out.
I guess it depends on the person. It depends on the person and the
A
pussy.
double-sided dildo.
No, it's not.
That
it's,
you.
No, you don't strap in.
It's like an L shape, almost.
Yeah.
I've used,
Yeah, that's
right.
good.
Like
Which,
I've
like-
used the double-sided thingy like that. You know what the hard part is that it feels too good and you can't focus as much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, if I want to focus on the other person right now,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's a little bit more like
But
a straight guy.
I think that's
You're
a
like,
good
oh,
thing.
I'm just focused on my own pleasure.
But you could be
Maybe.
focused on
It's a
both
good
at the
point.
same time.
It's a good point. Yeah.
I think you could be focused on the
You
same
can.
time.
I think
and
it has
just like
to come
straight
later in
guys should be
sex.
focused. They could be focused on their pleasure and the other person's pleasure at the same time.
Of course.
That's that. You know, you just have to like think about your grandma.
No, I think it's possible. I think it's probably something that feels. I think I like how. I think it has to come in a little later for me.
But
sex.
it's kind of a good point that
you
like
could start with a double-sided dildo.
Right.
Yeah.
it's a good point though that like sexual culture is so different. Like in a lot of hetero couples, it's assumed that both people are getting the same amount of pleasure at the same time.
Yes.
In like a lot of sapphic couples, it's expected that like one person's giving and then it switches.
Yeah.
But I actually
And
also
then,
think in
like-
straight couples, it is expected that one person gets more pleasure. Usually.
Well,
The man.
yes, but
In hetero
I'm
couples.
talking in like ideal, you know?
Yeah.
Ideally, the hope is that you're feeling just as much pleasure. I think that like. I mean, I can get off with someone else getting off. It's just if it's the focus, if it's intense at the same time, like there's an added. You're right. I think because you don't expect it to be at the same time, but also because you want to keep going and going and going.
Yes.
Going in heteronormative like kind of couples.
Right.
That's,
Then
that's
they just
different.
end.
Right.
Yeah, which is crazy.
So it's
I
trying
don't
to
feel
also
that
avoid
way.
that.
I wanna change that.
Please, yes, give us.
I want to offer another alternative to the stereotype that lesbians just want to keep having sex forever.
Okay, say it.
Which is that
Absolutely. Raise awareness.
after I come once, I'm good.
Really?
Almost usually. Almost all the time.
Is it a real intense orgasm?
Yeah. Yeah.
One real intense orgasm. It's
Real
not like
intense.
little-
No. A little one. Yeah, I'll want to keep going. But
Yeah.
if it's one big one, I'm happy. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay, I love that for you.
Thank you. Destigmatize.
Yes,
Destigmatize. There are lesbians
Destigmatize.
out
You guys
here.
are just like, how do I even respond to this?
No, I just think this is so much more sexual than I planned on
getting. Me
And I'm
too.
just like, we're just in this little
I
Yenta
know.
studio, which is
We're
adorable
just-
and
I
lovely.
know.
And
I know. I forget
Really?
that this comes out to people.
To
a
the
lot.
public.
right,
Too
and now
often.
I'm just like, I'm
I
just talking
know.
about sex.
But I think that's the
sex.
beauty of this art form is that it's so easy to forget that it's going to
My favorite podcast, Who Weekly, calls it podcast mouth, where
Yes. Potty
like
mouth.
celebrities and everyone goes on podcasts and forgets that this is going out to the public.
Yeah.
Yes, we're just like,
I
we're
know.
talking now about like sex, positions, and
Yeah.
orgasms.
I want to talk about something else, unless you want to keep.
I just want to ask
Yeah, please.
if we can get sponsored at least for this one.
Yeah.
With like a dildo or some sex toy.
We've
or like,
talked
know.
about that.
and
Well, we haven't gotten the connection.
Sponsor 'em.
But I think that we would be incredible to
we
sponsor.
would.
Yes.
We would. Belessa.
Yes.
I think is the big one.
Yeah. That's who I
Yeah.
see.
We have to talk to Heb about it.
yes.
Exactly.
He
Right. If
get
the
it.
announcement is out yet,
I think
then
it
you'll
should be
know.
out.
It should be out.
It should
by
be
now.
out by now.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, wait, what do you want to talk?
Happy to move on.
What do you want to talk
I
about?
want to talk about something else we were talking about yesterday, Melissa, about religion and the need for control.
Oh, yeah.
And how it like how a lot of the time people following the rules, and I include myself in this, and this was like a big realization actually that I've had recently after getting married and like both of us having to figure out our different Jewish practices and how to merge them together, and like realizing how much of what I want to do is about how much is about wanting to control what happens versus like what's right in the Torah. Do you know what I mean?
Versus
No,
or
tell me more.
together. Yeah, say more.
Like I think it's different for me because I'm not like so like to the law of like what it has to be done.
Yeah.
But still at the same time I have this thing. We're talking about Pesach. Pesach's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're talking about like how much chametz bread.
Yeah.
Translation
Stuff you're not
bread.
supposed to eat.
Stuff
on
you're not supposed to eat on
Passover.
Passover. Do we want or not want in the house? Do we want separate dishes?
Yes.
Do we want separate
yes.
silverware? Like I grew up like scrubbing chairs with toothbrushes
Yeah, yes.
to get the chametz out of the crevices
Of
of
the
the
chairs.
chairs.
And then like
And I told Jay we have
last
to
year
Oh.
do that.
when you were living alone.
no.
I was like, oh,
What did you do? What did you do last year when you were living alone?
I That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Which Jay brings up all the time. Which is like, I mean, I got rid of all the chametz in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I like sectioned off a part of the chametz that I had that I didn't want to like get rid of. I put it like in a cabinet and sold it on Chabad.org.
Did you?
You did?
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You know how easy it is to sell chametz?
I didn't know
just
that
pay.
Chabad.org.
You don't
did
even
it.
have to pay. You
What?
just fill out a form
Incredible.
on Chabad.org and you just say, this is my address. This is where the chametz is in the house. Submit. And then it sells
someone
it.
comes and robs you.
So if you don't know, listener, selling your chametz is kind of like a loophole, a fun loophole that Jews do to like keep their chametz in their house.
Yeah.
But quote unquote sell it to a non-Jew so that it's not, you don't
Theirs.
technically own the chametz, so it's okay that it's in your house.
And then after Pesach, you buy
It's
it back.
incredible loophole. And then I guess, yeah, you have to technically buy it back. But I think they just organize it all for you.
And
Like I
nobody
didn't have to do
comes and
anything.
gets your stuff. It's
Yeah.
just in your.
It's
It's in a
just still
cabinet.
there, yeah.
But you're like, it's not really ours, so that's why it's allowed to
Yeah,
be here.
exactly.
So, okay, so
Yeah.
you did
Holding
that.
on
What
to it
else?
for a friend.
Right, for a friend.
For a friend.
Not mine.
So I did that, and that was it really. I didn't do separate dishes. I didn't do separate silverware. I
Okay,
didn't do
great.
that. But there's something about being married.
I know, it's like
that's
changed your
really-
relationship to Judaism.
It's really changed, like, because in my head, and this isn't just me, this is extremely common, I think, of like when you're single or you're not like building a life, you're willing to like change or be flexible on what you want to do long term, because
Like you're thinking of it as you're not building the life that you want right now. You're
exactly.
Like you're in the interim.
You're
versus,
in your
and now
room
you're together.
springer. You're in your
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm in my like, oh, I'm fucking around phase.
You know what's wild?
And then once you like, are like, okay, I'm gonna build a family and a home. Like it's a different. You might want something different.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because one of the things that like a life update for me
Yeah.
is the opposite. When I was in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend who was also Jewish and grew up religious, I felt almost more pressure and more to like, we both had different understandings of how to practice, and I actually leaned away from certain things.
Was it like
because
she was
almost-
pressuring you?
No, but we like almost, there was an assumption of things that we would do or not do, and there was some negotiation, but it felt like once we broke up, I went on this journey of figuring out what I wanted, what felt meaningful to me.
Yeah.
And it was really healing. Like I wouldn't say or do certain things because I felt like she would read into it or understand it in a way that I wasn't ready to share. And now it's like the opposite for me. I feel like I am building a life for me,
Yeah.
which is very, very different than what you were saying about like marriage.
Yeah.
And now as a team, you're building a life
I
and
see.
thinking about how to do it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I get to do it. And she doesn't understand it or have a say about it. Or like, there were certain things I don't do in front of anybody. Like, you know, washing my hands in the morning or saying,
You do that?
Yeah.
That's so
I say a
cute.
prayer after I go to the bathroom. Like I don't do that
I
in
do
front
that.
of anybody.
Yeah.
And I think specifically I wouldn't have done it in front of her because I think she would think it meant something more or different or have a different understanding. I'm like, you don't, like this is a me thing. Anyway, so that was just to take away some make it about me. But
No, this is your
it's,
podcast.
it's interesting. 'Cause I have a question for you. Why does it have to change now? Like,
Yeah.
I think if there are kids involved and if there was like,
Yes.
but what is happening right now that it feels so different to you being married versus the way that it felt like a few months ago?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it important to have that pressure on you?
No, I hear you. I'm and listen, we're not gonna do the separate dishes thing. We're gonna like basically do it chill. Like
Yeah.
how I did it
Yeah.
last year. But
You're having these like forces in your brain being like,
Yes.
this is what happens when you get married.
yes.
And this is, yeah.
and it's this like these messages that have been sent to me over and over of
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
you get married, this is what you're
You make
supposed
a bias
to do.
nana by Yisrael.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Yeah. So I really, so back to the control thing. It's
Yes.
like, that's where I feel a lot of the like Judaism as a control mechanism or religion as a control mechanism of like, this is what I want. So this is what, but I mean, I'm not doing this, but I feel the instinct
Yes.
to be like, oh, but God wants this. Oh, wow. Do you know what I mean?
That's where the root is for you? Or is there a root that's like, I want like a wholesome Jewish home, and so to get that, I must have separate dishes.
That's a very good question.
Because I see both. I see the like,
Yeah.
the control fallacy in both ways.
Yeah. But then Melissa brought up a story yesterday, which also really reminded me of that. But you don't have to share it if you don't want to.
Well, no, I can share it, but I first have more questions.
Okay,
because
fine.
What I think it's interesting to be like this, and I think that's where you're connecting it to control, is if I want to have this Jewish home that I dreamed of, that I yearned for, that I was trying to build all these parts of me and be like, I get to have all of this.
Yeah.
And what that looks like comes with these messages. It's not necessarily like, is it actually what you want? Do you actually want two sets of dishes because you believe in that? Or is it like, now this is the way it's structured? Like you haven't thought about a different way that it's structured. So you're just like, okay, now I want this life. And that means we have different sets of dishes. That means we scrub with a toothbrush.
Yeah.
That's what that means. That's how I have that feeling of transcendence, that feeling of community, that feeling of like a Jewish home.
Yeah.
Those are the elements that made it feel, like that's, so I'm curious about that.
Is
like,
it what's the goal?
Driving?
Is it having sort of like kind of like a beautiful group project with you and your spouse that you like care deeply about and brings you together and that you can show to the world in a way that you're proud of, like your amazing spread at Shabbos lunch.
That was amazing.
Both of you, I wasn't at Shabbos lunch, but then I came into the house today. First thing out of Jay's mouth is like, okay, we had this spread.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It was.
What is it called? A tablescape? We had this tablescape. It was gorgeous. And then Ray comes out and is like, wait, I have to show you pictures of the tablescape.
It was so
and
good.
Like,
it was
that
so
to me
so amazing.
Is like a version of we have separate plates, because you're like, it's a
Right.
thing we care about together. We worked hard on it together. We're both so proud of what it says about us as a couple. And like, we want everyone to see. And
you did mention that, Ray, that you
feels
felt
like
it
similar.
actually, it worked nicely, the two of you planning this together.
I know.
So like, maybe that's, but I am curious about that. I've talked about this a lot, about like my family, like all my siblings. I just sounded so New York. My family. My siblings, right? They've all have their like husbands and their partners. They've created like a family dynamic and a life that looks a little different to the way we were raised. They got to do it differently. When I think of being like more religious or more connected, I do it much more closer to how my brain hasn't caught up to, we're doing it differently. Because they have gone through, like I've taken long breaks. You have taken a long break, right? Things have shifted even within that world. Like there's all this stuff about Pesach cleaning now, which apparently was going on during COVID that people were talking about it. That now they separate, they call it spring cleaning. And they got really careful about what actual Pesach cleaning is, because people are going overboard and you don't need to fucking scrub your chair.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. And so my mom even calls it spring cleaning, and she's like, because they said that the people are going way too overboard, because during COVID kids were home and they're like, how do we get all this done? They're like, okay, there was like a list of what you actually have to get rid of. Everything else is your own. You're doing it because you want to, not because you need
nice.
to. So things have shifted even within that community.
Yeah.
And every family like has their own little ways of doing it. But when I think of like my sisters, even the way they pronounce things is different. And I'm like, they all say Pesach, or they go to less Hasidic schools, some of my nieces. And I'm the person, and it's kind of a joke in my family. I was like, I actually say Pesach. I'm just like,
You say it the right way.
because I real thing.
Pesach.
Because you're like Pesach, and I was like, well, I call it so. And my family's like, I'm the least religious in my family, and I'm the one that's the most Hasidic in some ways.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
I still
beautiful.
right.
Yes.
So I think of it that way, and that it's making me think that when you're thinking about it, you're going back to like how
grew
it
up.
was, how you grew
Yeah.
up versus
It's so crazy.
how would you have created it? How would it have changed if you
Right.
had stayed religious? You probably wouldn't have the same things now that you had growing up anyway.
Yeah.
And that shift now, you're like, it's a big gap of what it was, where you are now, and kind of what it needs to be for you. And it hasn't yet, like, over time it would have, I don't know if watered down, but changed. It would have changed.
Right.
You know?
Wow, Melissa, that is a beautiful point you're making.
Right?
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
You know where I even see that is in Artem, who grew up in Ukraine,
Yeah.
moved here when he was 11,
Yeah.
and now his relationship to what being Ukrainian is stuck in what it was when he was 11.
Yes.
And he keeps interacting with, we have some neighbors who just moved here from Ukraine, and like his family who's still in Ukraine. He talks to them, and it's this like cultural mismatch because so much has changed about what being Ukrainian is.
Yeah.
That is so fascinating. That's such a clear way to like, that's what it is. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I even with foods, I go home and they're like making some Asian salad. I'm just like, Ma, I want like kogo. You know, like I want what I used to.
Like,
but they're like, they have, you know, the community has Americanized more or has changed more and evolved more. And there's different like.
How have your siblings
That's
changed?
really interesting with Artem. Wow. My siblings, their houses don't look the same exact the way that I grew up. There is more understanding of, it's more American. There's more because my grandparents came from like Europe. And so my dad was born in Vienna. So there's like, it's just immigrant, like, you know, it's just.
Like, what do you mean by more American? Like more TV or more
like the decor?
Yes. The decor, the cultural stuff.
What about like Jewishly?
Jewishly, like the example was, let's say Pesach or even certain music. It sounds more. There's house music and there's more like they've kind of combined.
But they're still listening to yeshivish music.
They are, and
but then there's also people like Zusha,
right,
who are doing EDM, but
or Thank You Hashem. Shout out,
Thank You Hashem.
I love Thank You Hashem.
Oh my God,
we should get them on the pod, please.
Yeah,
please come on the pod.
Thank
We're
You Hashem.
Such fans. I'm obsessed with them.
They're so good.
Yeah. Right. So there's things like that. There's more. There's like it's a Chabad thing for bringing, but men are doing it more. There's weed. There's some ayahuasca things that your friend was saying. There is much more. Not everyone's doing it, but there's more awareness of mental health. There's more awareness of we're not making kids follow everything. There's different schools. Like if kids don't fit into yeshiva style learning, there's much more awareness that it's okay to be a little different. There's more room.
Amazing.
Like I meet people who I think that if I was just on this, like if I was just kind of coming out of this community, I don't know if I would have had to leave it as divided. You know,
that's amazing.
It's changed. There's more understanding. You know, my dad works at an organization that does this. That he's like the liaison between families and people that have left or are struggling within the community. And like, there's so much more awareness. Yeah, it's really cool.
Wait, your dad works in that?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's like big in that, and people trust him because he has a kid like me, and because we have a good relationship.
Yes,
and
no, literally, you're like his resume.
I am his resume.
Yeah,
and he's a non-judgmental, kind, like he's a loving man. He talks about like he doesn't even talk about loving. You don't have to love your kids. You have to parent. You have to be the parent. Like he's like, even in the moment, you don't have to feel love for your kids. You always have to parent your kids, which means accepting your kids. You know, like he's very focused on like. And then focus on the parents, not internalize it, because a lot of parents take it personal, like, what have I done wrong?
Yeah.
And so he talks a lot, and he like also just helps them get into therapy and stuff. But I meet people who have kind of left this community, and left is this really weird word because you can't leave yourself. And like, I'm still part of the community, you know, like, but my dad is like a rock star to them. They're like, that's your dad? And then I'll meet their brother, like, that's your dad? He's like a hero in our family. It's like really sweet. And sometimes people call me
so
and
beautiful.
They're like, I know. And sometimes people call me and they're struggling with something, and I actually refer them to my dad. Which is really nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he does. So things like that. Like when I was growing up, even though he was my dad, I didn't have that. You know, when he first told me that people were trusting him because he's like, I was just like, where were you when I was going through this? He tried, but I didn't have these services. There wasn't the understanding. I am lucky. I have a loving family and I have a good relationship with my family. And also now there are people that are I literally just gave his number. My therapist asked me about this. There's this girl, she's not yet 18, so she can't be part of any groups, or legally she's, her parents have to sign off on things. But she's really struggling in the community, and she's like, what do you think could help her? And I gave my dad's contact info to be like, amazing. My dad can help this, which is cool. So
Yeah.
I'm also like particularly lucky, I think.
And like, shout out to people like your dad and all the therapists.
Yes.
Who are like doing work in the community.
Yes.
Like, I see the therapists work in everything, like the way people are combating the like scrupulosity OCD with like Pesach cleaning.
Yes.
And like, I saw it a lot at the mikvahs where they're like, they are very aware of like people getting OCD.
Yeah.
They have
about
signs that said stuff.
Yes.
What did it say?
There were just things like general recommended time limits for how long you do something. And then there's a little note at the bottom that was like, if you are noticing that you are going much further than these time limits, then like you might want to consider talking to a doctor about OCD, or like you might want to, consider doing less time or talk to your rabbi. And it was so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of this kind of stuff. I dated this woman for a bit who was like a pelvic floor kind of specialist. Like she's
physical therapist.
Yeah. Yeah. But she was specializing in that, and also with like trans bodies and stuff. But she was also working a lot with women in the community. And she said it's fascinating that the women in the community, again, this is broad, I'm sure it doesn't apply everywhere. She said they're more aware. She was fascinated to see that they were so aware of their bodies and pleasure in ways that women that were secular were coming in not aware of.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's because, and they also have fertility clinics and stuff. Because the conversation is happening about people's bodies changing because they're having babies so much, that they actually have place and clinic. They have a whole big clinic apparently in Brooklyn. And she said, I was fascinated. These women were talking about their pleasure with so much agency, that she said that she's Jewish. She grew up in like a Sephardic community. And she said women from my community that come, and women that are not Jewish that come, have less awareness of their bodies than these Hasidic women. And I was just like,
that's shocking.
But
maybe that's after
Amazing.
It
babies.
is
because
it's only
before
after
they don't have like
before
sex
we're not
ed or
connected,
anything.
After. It's only after.
Yeah.
It's definitely only after. But that's making me think of the mikvah. The same thing. It's after.
Yeah.
I wonder how they do it with teenagers. I'm not sure yet. I don't know exactly. But anyway, things are changing. We didn't have that when we were growing up. You know what we did have when I was married? I went to the mikvah. What they did have was signs of abuse. They had signs there for the mikvah ladies to kind of see if people had any markings on their bodies that were abusive, to kind of get them help.
It's great.
So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
My mikvah before married, totally different experience.
Because you went to the like progressive one?
Yeah,
What was
I
that
went
like?
to the
nice.
one here in what's
In
it
the
called?
valley, right?
It's like kind of like, I guess it is in the valley. What's it called?
I forget, but Rachel Marcus works there. It's
Yeah.
the AJU one.
Yeah, the AJU one. It was so magical. It was so special. I walked in and they were like, "Oh, do you want the male, female, or non-binary blessings?"
Amazing.
So nice. Thank
That's
God for
amazing.
AJU. And then it was
Did it feel like a spa?
No, it just felt it felt really powerful. I like went in. I went with my mom, my sister, and one of my best friends from high school. And
They went in with you?
No, they just kind of were like sitting there. But I like went in, and then I meditated, and then I showered, and then I went in to the water, and then the mikvah lady was there, and she had this like
Towel that she was holding up?
No. She was far. She was like kind of in the corner, and I like kind of walked in slowly. I took the towel off, and then I walked in slowly, and then she was like, "Are you ready?" And then she came in and she like said all these really beautiful blessings that were all American, like all in English.
Oh, English blessings. Okay.
Like, I mean, it was like Hebrew and then English, but it was like all these prayers for like a good marriage and a good life.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
And then she had my mom, my sister, and my friend just like give their blessings to me, like through the like
was like
curtain.
Yeah.
Like they were behind a curtain.
That's so
But I could just hear their
sweet.
voices. Well, I can't believe I never talked about this on the pod.
Yeah.
I could just hear their voices, and I was just like there naked in water, and like it was really, really powerful.
That
It was
sounds really
and they were
wow.
on my, everyone was kind of crying.
You're like in a little womb.
Yeah.
Of just like
rebirth.
my experience of mikvah is so different. Okay. But, wow.
Yeah. And then it was like in between every dunk, they would like give me another blessing.
Yeah.
It's really, really powerful. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. My thing of like, if we want to go back to this religious stuff, I think there's so much beauty. There's so much fucking beauty in these traditions and wisdom in these traditions. And then there's stuff that are just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like my experience with the mikvah, my mom would go with my sisters to the mikvah when they were getting married. And I was just like, I'm doing my own thing. My mom didn't trust that I would go to the mikvah, so she showed up.
What?
Oh my
God.
God.
When you were 19?
And I chose to go to mikvah that wasn't the one that my siblings went to. I went to one that felt like a spa, which is why I asked. It was really pretty.
Yeah.
Really, really, really pretty. And it was like marble bathrooms and like it felt like really nice. And you took a long bath and there was like really pretty. And then you had this little call thing that you would call when you were ready. And they had these really plush robes, bathrobes and slippers.
Nice.
Like very,
Yeah.
very nice. So I chose to do my own thing, right? I was like, I'm going to a mikveh that I want to go to, not a mikveh that like my community went to, which is a little less pretty. It's not bad, but it's like. And my mom had called when I was going and I didn't tell her. I was just like, I'm doing my own thing. And then I come there and I sign my name and they're like, oh, your mom's already here. And I was so
my God.
I'm so mad.
She's just waiting for you.
She was waiting for me. Not
Where have you
in
been,
the waiting
Jackie?
room? Yes, in the waiting room. Of course, you can come in and stuff. But I was just like, really? This is what we're doing?
This is like Gilmore Girls level.
Yes, it is Gilmore.
It's
And my mom
very Gilmore
My
Girls.
mom is 9 kids, 7 girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gilmore Girls, except with so many kids.
Girls,
How
girls,
many-
girls, girls.
Yes. So she showed up and like that, the start of that was rough, but definitely the OCD comes in because I
that's the
struggle with
control.
OCD.
That's the control.
That is the control.
Yeah.
It's her control.
Exactly.
And it's me control because I'm doing now this OCD thing, trying to, it's an illusion of control, right? That if we do all this stuff, we will be
Right.
so pure.
Right.
We will transcend.
And she's trying to control to make sure,
that I'm getting that
you're
experience.
doing it.
Yes.
But it comes from it's not coming from a halacha.
No,
God
none of this is
thing.
halacha.
Yes.
And it doesn't just exist in the Jewish community.
No.
Though a lot of the way
course not.
Judaism is set up makes it easier to fall into
Yes.
this trap.
Right.
But I was thinking about you on Friday night because I went to this minyan that is like nothing but extremely progressive leftist Jews. And I was talking to this guy who was like, okay, like right now I'm really interested in disinvesting myself from all of these technical surveillance apps. So he's like, I'm getting rid of my Meta account, my Google account, my Apple account.
Wow.
And moving my money to a bank that I trust. And it was like he had a whole plan to like get himself out of government and technical surveillance. And
Good luck.
I know. And it's not like he lives on a farm. He lives in an apartment building in Koreatown.
You need a Gmail.
Literally, I was like, how do you pay? How do you like?
Oh God,
everything
everything online. Yeah.
Exactly. So we were talking about that, and he was like, I have to do this. It's like really important to me. I've got, and I figured out how to get like DVDs on the black market, and that's what I do instead of Netflix.
Wow.
DVDs on the black.
He was like, I can hook you up with some. And I was like, well, okay, well, what do you have? And he was like, well, I've been getting really into old Yiddish theater from Poland.
Because that's all you
before
can
World
get.
War II. And I was like, oh my God, wow, it sounds hot.
What a cultural experience.
Wow.
And so the reason I bring it up is because he was, he's clearly very serious about it and being like I don't know if I wouldn't call it obsessive because that sounds like there's a judgment to it, but he's being very strict about how that works. And then he's like, and I'm married. And I was like, oh, and like, is your wife doing all of this too? And he goes, well, that's what we're discussing.
That was such a perfect sigh.
Yes, it was so good.
Of like what it is. I understand that. It's such a deep.
Literally, immediately, I was like, "Oh my God, this is how every argument about keeping kosher
Yes.
goes as well."
Yes.
One person is really into it, and they're doing everything, and then, well, what about your spouse? Well,
It's a topic. It's a topic that we have been
We've been
we have been
discussing.
using our mouths
Yes.
to word. out loud over and over. What are you and Artem doing for Pesach? Are you guys, do you have that like established?
No, we don't even get rid of chametz because it's important for me. So I would get rid of my chametz, but I live now that you've seen my spreadsheet, I live a completely chametz-free existence year round.
I see.
Actually.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for me, and Artem's not there yet, except that Artem is taking an Intro to Judaism class right now.
That's so cute.
It's really cute with Charlie.
Charlie is teaching the class? Or
No, he's in it.
But Charlie's so frum.
I know. It's because
Charlie James, non-binary.
He's considering going through an official conversion process, being like patrilineal, and so this class is part of it. So he's like way beyond the rest of the class. But the two of them are in this intro
When
class.
you say, okay, so you said
No, it's at through HAU. It's online, and because of that, now he's getting really serious. He's like, there was something came up on the first night of Passover. He was like, "Of course we're not doing that. It's the first night of Passover." And I was like,
what made him decide to take it?
he's been wanting to for ages because it's so important to me. My Judaism is so important to me, and he's like, I want to know. I want to be a part of it.
That's
and
really sweet.
he just doesn't have the education.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Okay, so just a question. You said Artem is not there yet. What is being there?
You know what? It's so funny you asked that because as soon as it came out of my mouth,
You felt
I
it.
heard that language. I was like, that's not the language I want.
Okay.
That's the language I hear from Orthodox
Right?
Jews.
I thought that too, but
Literally.
I'm so happy you asked about that, Melissa.
Yeah.
Because I thought about it. I was like, I'm just going to let it slide.
Yes.
Because in my heart, I kind of feel it.
That you're not there yet.
Yeah, like...
Where are you going to be? What is
I
there?
don't know.
What is ideal?
Yeah,
Ideal?
because it's like, because it's not there yet. It's just like, it's important to me. It's not important to him.
Yeah.
Fine.
And why are we
meaning
making it
is
into a hierarchy?
but is
into
the
a leveling
exactly.
system?
But
But
is the
just
there
that's
yet?
like linguistics that have seeped into me over my years hanging out with you people.
It's our fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it.
It's our
I'm
fucking
gonna
fault.
It
I
is.
blame and shame it on you.
But
It's definitely the Orthodox language for
It
sure.
is like Reformed Jews don't even say those words.
Right.
Not there yet.
Yeah.
we also have this kind of stuff. Like if something bad happens in the world, it's like, okay, we're going to take something else on.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not like, we're going to take something else. Either we're going to cover our bodies more,
Yeah.
or we're going to take on, we're not going to say Lashon Hara, which
Oh,
is like
yeah.
a new goal. It's like a goal. And other people are like, she's just not there yet.
Exactly.
Right? It's condescending in
She's
every
not there.
way.
I had a joke that didn't ever hit really well, so I've stopped doing it, but it was that like Reformed Jews can get out of anything if they say it's just not meaningful. Oh. And Orthodox Jews can get out of anything if they say, I'm not there yet.
Oh my God, that's so good. It's so good. 'Cause that's like, I respect it.
I respect
not
it.
on that
I'm
level.
not there yet.
I'm not on that level.
And then I was pointing out that I thought it was so crazy that Reformed Jews will be like, I'm not doing the rules because the rules are bullshit. And Orthodox Jews will be like, I'm not doing the rules because I'm bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm
Did you
bad.
see how bad that is and
Yes.
sad that is? And is that how you're feeling? Like if you, oh God.
That's how I feel
Oh God,
all
if
the
you
time.
don't do, no, but like if you don't, do you feel that if Jay does things differently than you,
Yeah. Well,
he's
it's also
keeping you
so-
from getting into heaven?
No.
Like you were somehow,
I'm like, wait, we believe in heaven?
I'm not that crazy.
well, that's a hyperbolic way of
That
saying.
doesn't make it sound like that.
No, that's an extreme version. But is that the like heart of it? Like for real, actually, is the heart of it being like, I need to be a good Jew?
I think really what it is, like, and you said, you kind of alluded to it earlier, of like, it's different when you have kids.
Yes,
that like,
yes.
so I'm like, why wait until if and when we have kids? Like, if that's where I want to go, like, let's start now.
Yes.
You know, like, let's not just be like, okay, well, now that they're around, let's do it. Like,
And it's an annoying thing because it has to be a group project. It's
Right.
not something you can just do yourself.
the chametz thing.
Having separate plates,
Yes.
chametz,
Yes.
kosher.
I mean, theoretically,
You
I
can,
could do
yeah,
it myself. I really don't want to.
You don't want to.
I don't
Yeah.
care that
You could
much.
paper plate it?
I could change
Have
the
a
dishes
plate
myself.
that's just yours.
I could just get new
Yeah.
pots myself. I could
You
kosher
could
the.
just do those things.
You
I
kind
could
of are just like
kosher the
roommates, you know, like a
counters
roommate
with
having
hot
different
water,
dishes.
and he'll use the
But
paste
then
off
what if
plates.
he like messes it up?
Well, he'll use if I get new plates that are the same as our old
Oh
plates.
wait, then why don't you just do that?
Because I don't want to do it myself. You know, like because I want it to be a group project.
Okay,
And I don't want to
That I get.
and I don't want to like put it on him if he's not into it.
Okay, here's my tip on this though. That like I think that's like a trap that you don't need to fall into, which is that like couples do this all the time where one of them's more into something,
Right.
and they're like, great, I'm just gonna do it because I'm into it, and then they set it up for themselves and it's great, and then they can just enjoy it. And if the other one then gets interested, you've now set it up for them to have a much easier time getting involved, because it's a huge barrier of entry to say, I'm not doing this until you
Yes.
pledge
Right.
that
That
you're,
you're also
into it.
interested.
And instead, if you just set it up so that it works for you, and if he's into it, he's into it, it makes him a lot easier to get involved. Like, I feel like Artem and I do this all the time.
Yeah.
With lots of things we care about.
Is it do you have any examples of
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, let me think
examples.
of some.
Because I feel like a kosher
Okay, well,
kitchen-
here's a really easy one. Shabbat.
But
easy.
you guys do Shabbat together.
Now we do.
Oh, but in the beginning.
But in the beginning, I was into it.
I see.
I was excited about it. And Artem was like, I don't know. And I was like, don't even worry about it. You just hang out. I'm going to cook a dinner party.
Oh.
I'm going to invite people over. And then, truly, it's like, I start cooking a dinner party. He's like, okay, I'm going to arrange the space.
Yeah.
And he got immediately involved. But the whole time I was like, don't worry about it. It's like,
Right.
this is a
It's
me
a-
thing.
yeah.
It's actually it's 100% of our Jewish observance. 100% starts with me. I just do it because I like it. I go to shul. He comes to the high holidays, and he's like so serious about doing Passover. Basically, that's how Jewish observance has worked in my family.
Okay.
And I think
I love that.
that's a really it's also a really good point to like not stop yourself, because then there's the resentment that builds, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you stop yourself, and also then your partner doesn't get to actually see how much joy it brings you,
Yes.
right? Because I think that's when you want to join.
Yes.
Well, the
You're
truth
like,
is,
oh
it
my
doesn't
god.
bring me that much joy to separate dishes.
Interesting.
No, but to be doing it in a way, to be living life
If
the way
it
that you
doesn't bring you
want.
joy, then maybe you stop. But why not
Yeah.
try?
Why
Yeah.
not try and see
Okay,
if it brings
so
you?
let's wrap it up. This was an amazing conversation.
Amazing. I wish
Melissa,
we could have had you longer.
we love you.
Yeah, it's so
We're
fun. I
so
always love
much.
talking. I
You're
love
the
being
best.
here.
You're the
Do you have
best.
anything to plug?
Do I have anything to plug?
Your classes?
Well, I'm doing this writing workshop called I Am Beyond Identity. And the idea is that like circumstances and life stuff can change, but like who are we? Our sense of self, the selfhood remains the same. And so we kind of explore that.
I love that.
So if people are interested in bringing that to places, I think it's really healing.
I think that's great. Right.
Yeah. Follow
So-
at Melissa Weisz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Yenta, if you stayed here the whole time, you love us. You'd love our Patreon. We've got
Yes.
so much gossip there. We've got our matchmaking series, which is incredible, and you can apply for that if you are looking to be matched with someone. And that's Yenta. That's patreon.com/Yenta. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
This is a Heeb Media podcast.